Thank you, John. Once again, everyone, glad to have you with us. It's Max Tuesday training call. I'm excited. We are here to kind of recover a little bit of what happened in Puerto Rico, and I've got some other interviews coming down so you can listen to that excitement that was captured. But I've got a guest that we have not had a chance to be with her. She's very, very experienced in this field, comes to us with a lot of field director hands-on experience in the network marketing industry, as well as being the manager of our marketing department, and she's responsible for this new product that is out, and we want to talk about it and a little bit of the things that went behind creating that. So I want to welcome to the call Tressa Brandon. Tressa.
Hello, thank you. And my team's responsible for it, not just me. I got to give my team big fat credit for it because they're awesome.
They are, and we have a great group of people. I don't know if you look at our websites and our packaging and just the quality of the look and the image and the brand that you have to represent. That's all part of your team.
That is my team. We rock like that.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
We work with Larry, and we have fun, and we love what we do. All of us are super passionate, and we care about what you experience out in the field. And so we're delighted with our latest unveiling with the new B-Bar in the 2 different flavors and the Max Flex weight loss program.
And that's what we want to talk about. In Puerto Rico, Larry stood on stage and introduced the Max Flex weight loss program. Tell me what that entails, and then let's get into a little bit of the history of how that came about and why we went back in and refigured and rebuilt and released this new program, this new product.
So I believe it was about 3.5 years ago. Now, it was before my time here at Max when Metaswitch products were introduced at convention. I believe, right? Convention?
When we say Metaswitch products, we're talking about Switch and the Curb Bar.
Okay. Yes. Now, those were introduced, and they went really, really well. And people have had amazing results. We've had people that have been using the program and lost more than 100 pounds.
Yeah.
We've had 90-day challenges with just stunning before and after.
Yeah, Switch has just been a solid performer.
It is, absolutely. And I remember having a conversation with Joe Wojtycki when I first started about some of the products and asking about some of the things. And his passion behind Switch, Joe's a thin man. He's a runner. He's not an overweight man in any way, shape, or form. So I was surprised when he said he took Switch daily. But there are so many benefits of that product that I actually started taking it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a heavy-set person that needs to lose a ton of weight as well. So it just is a good product that does switch on your metabolism, but does many other health benefits as well.
Turns on the metabolism without turning on your hunger.
Yes.
Key thing.
And without turning on the crazy shakes and all the stuff that happens with a lot of the metabolism boosters. I've taken some in the past when I did workout programs with people that I was supporting. And so I'm like, okay, I'll take the products, I'll do the program with you. Let's go for it. And I just remember shaking in my car after being at the gym and having the jitters and just being very uncomfortable, cold sweats and all of that. You don't get any of that with Switch. It's great.
I think what you're speaking to alludes to the fact that we're a science-based nutritional company. Obviously, we're the glutathione company, but where we come from is within science. So we released those 2 products, had a few challenges on the bar.
Yeah, a few challenges.
And
it works great. It really, Curb has the ideal blend of soluble and insoluble fiber, and that is key when you're losing fat, when you have fat loss, because there are toxins and things built up in your body and you need to flush it out and you need to get it out of your system. So just that alone is great. But there were a few challenges with the taste and the texture. So it wasn't as widely popular and well used by people who purchased and wanted to lose weight because they just didn't enjoy the experience of putting it in their mouth and eating it.
So we went back to the drawing board on that.
Yes.
And tell me about the
We have the brand new B-Bars.
Yeah,
the B fiber and protein bars. So it is a completely different product. It has the same benefit of Curb with the insoluble and the soluble fiber to help you in just ridding your body of the waste and toxins. It does that same thing, but it also has the protein added to it as well, which we know protein is incredibly important. And that's part of what the Max Flex weight loss program does, is it's about using the products, what you put in your mouth and what you put into your body to fuel it, and then what you do to work out and your fitness and your health in your body. So it is a holistic program that thinks about everything. You're going to find more and more and more come out with the Metaswitch program that is stunning and amazing. I'm very, very excited for it.
There's 2 things we want to talk about. One is the guide that's a part of the program. And if you haven't seen it yet, it'll knock you out.
It will.
It is stunning, as well as the direction and the efficiencies that it drives you to. But let's talk a little bit about the diet, because if there is any magic in weight loss, it's diet, exercise. But we have those are the 1-2 punches. We have a 3 and a 4, in that we have Switch, where you can give your metabolism a new kick, and we've got a soluble, insoluble fiber in the B. Say it again.
B fiber protein bar.
The B fiber and protein bar that nobody's got, and it's priced right. $3 retail. They come in a pack of
8 in a box.
And that's $24 purchase.
$24 and 11 CV.
11 CV. So excellent there. Bar tastes great. Bar's going to do what it needs to. A little bit of protein's going to help. But we went back to the science, and I think this is something we've got to get into our story. We went back to the science, and we started looking at diet. Now help me understand what we're suggesting as the diet portion. And this is all in the guide. When you see the guide, you'll get it.
Yes, absolutely. I like to call it food choices rather than diet, because
Good.
when I think of
Excellent.
diet, I think of all of the women in my life that I know who hate dieting and who dread it and think, oh, I've got to just deny myself this and I've got to deny myself that. I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to be hungry, and it just sucks to be on a diet.
I like that.
So I like to talk about it as food choices.
Great.
And what I'm choosing to fuel my body with. Now, most of the people that are using Metaswitch are probably on our glutathione enhancing products because we want good health. We want to be healthy and strong and fit, and we want our bodies to work well. So this is just another avenue to help our bodies get to that point. And your food, what you put in your mouth, just like in our minds, what you fuel your mind with, what you listen to, what you talk about, the words that you choose, same thing with your body. I can choose to put junk in it, or I can choose to put good things in it that will fuel it and make it work efficiently and will allow me to do more in my life that I want, rather than feel sick and fat and tired and miserable when I walk by a window and I see my muffin top hanging out and the rolls on the back of my shirt. And I mean, that's how we are, especially as women. I know men think the same way. They're just not as talkative about it.
No, it's exactly true. One of the lines we're putting in some of we're experimenting with an email campaign, and once we get it knocked out, we'll share it with you. But it says, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and were happy?
Yes, yeah, we want.
Men don't get that.
Men, you guys do. You just don't talk about it the way we do. I believe that.
My
guys,
wife.
you guys are hard on yourselves too.
Yeah.
But women are much more vulnerable. When we don't feel good and our bodies are not functioning well, it affects everything else, from your posture to the way that whether you smile at somebody else or not, when you're walking down the street. Or I had a hard, stressful, long day, and I remember my 16-year-old son wanted to snuggle on the couch and lay his head on me, and I, pet his head and scratch his back. That's rare for a 16-year-old boy to be like, cool, Mom, let's snuggle. And I love that. But I had a moment where I was just tired and I was kind of cranky about, like, just let me sit and do nothing for a minute. Don't make me pet you.
Yeah.
And I had to stop myself because I realized, what am I not doing to take care of myself that I feel that way in that moment? And I don't want anybody to feel that way. I want you to be able to get on the ground and play with your grandkids.
Yeah.
And have fun.
I love your phrase, food choices, because we cannot deny what we eat makes a difference.
It does.
We cannot deny that.
Cannot deny that.
So we've gone to suggested choices that are low carb.
Yes. And actually high fat.
And
bacon is on this plan. You're allowed to eat bacon.
Are you telling
high
me I
protein,
can eat bacon
high
and
fat.
eggs for breakfast?
You can totally eat bacon and eggs.
I love it.
Simple bacon and eggs is in our recipe book. I'm not joking. I know everyone's like, what? Now, we did work with a doctor, and it was a ton of fun and a whirlwind to work with a doctor that excels in this field. This is what he does. This is what he focuses on. And as soon as he said, you can have high fat, we're all like, what? That's not what we hear all the time. So this plan breaks a lot of the myths of what you have about dieting and exercise and what you have to do to lose weight.
And one of the things that really struck me is that the scientific studies behind this.
Yes.
53 studies have proven that a low carb diet will produce results.
Yep.
53.
Yeah.
And 24 studies you looked at.
High protein diets create results.
High protein diet creates results. So now that's the third leg.
Yes.
So you got switch. So now here, look at the legs again. Switch. Now
B-bars.
B-bar. Now you're paying really close attention to the diet or your food choices, and we've given you this guide that just lays it out. I mean, there's recipes. This all should be available to you right now in the virtual office.
It is available in the virtual office. Now, the trick to the weight loss guide and the continuing education about recipes and things like that is you have to be on the product. If you're not a Metaswitch purchaser, you're not going to have access to the information. So this is exclusive to our Metaswitch clients. And we love that because we want to help and share and be able to see everything that's going on. And it's exclusive. You can only get this through Max.
Now, when you're talking to your people, you want to talk again about the Max Flex weight loss program.
Yes.
That includes the Metaswitch products,
Yep.
B-Bar Switch,
Yes.
the diet, and the exercise.
Yep. We call it the Max Flex Fitness Guide and the Max Flex Food Guide. And we do have a Max Flex recipe book as well. But it's really just about what do I do for my exercise and what food do I put in my mouth. I don't want to be hungry when I'm trying to be healthy. Just because I'm healthy doesn't mean I'm hungry. You have an unlimited amount of vegetables that you get to eat, which sounds funny. I was talking to my son again about this, and he said, "You mean you can eat all of it that you want? You could eat 24/7 and you would lose weight?" Yeah, basically you can't. Your body, you're not going to be able to eat 24/7 of vegetables, but you can. I can cook up and put butter on them if I want to, which is a shocker because I was always taught you don't put butter on any of your vegetables. That ruins the point of eating the vegetables. So it is a very different food plan than what most people think of. Now, the one thing that's kind of tricky to it is no fruit.
That one stuck. Larry showed me that graph, and I went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All my life, all I hear is the value of fruit and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables.
What's the thinking behind that?
Fruits have a lot of sugars.
Okay.
So in your first 4 weeks in using this, we say you get results in 4 weeks. Fit in 4 weeks, or fitter in 4 weeks, because you can't get all the way fit if you're, depending on where you're starting from.
Right.
So fit in 4 weeks, you're going to have results. Absolutely. If you follow this program, you will have results in 4 weeks. Our users had an average of 3 pounds a week that they were losing.
Wow.
Using the products.
That's stunning.
It is. Pretty
That's
amazing.
Stunning.
It is pretty amazing. So it is a different food choice in that you basically just cut out all of your processed carbs. And you get all of your carbs. We all need carbohydrates in our body. So you get your carbs through your vegetables, and there are carbs in protein as well. But really you get it through your vegetables rather than through grains. And what we've all been taught, especially here in the U.S., we've all been taught, that base of your food pyramid is a whole bunch of grains and wheat. And so your breads are important and your cereals are important. You hear this whole grain this, whole grain that. Cut them out of your diet and you will lose weight. And you'll be surprised. You'll feel better, you'll be less sluggish, and you'll have more energy.
And the beauty of these food choices is that when you stop loading your body with more carb than you need, then your body is still going to search for energy, and it's going to burn fat to get it.
Yeah, you're going to turn your body into a fat burning machine.
And that's where you shred.
Yes.
That's where you lose the weight.
Yep.
That's where you lose the weight, the pounds start coming off.
Yep.
And it's that change. So you got the switch, you got the B-Bar, got the food choices, and now talk about what we're giving you in support of
Flex
exercise.
Fitness.
Yeah.
Now, you can work out in any way that you want to. You don't have to follow exactly, our workout plan that you have, but we've made it very simple. There's videos right in the virtual office that you can access. So there's 4 videos per week that you do. We're only asking you for these first 4 weeks to exercise 4 times a week. And we ask you to set aside an hour. You have a few minutes to just warm up, whether you're doing a little jog, jumping jacks, going up and down the stairs, whatever it is, just to warm up your body. Then you do your exercises, and then you have a little cool down, you have your recovery. And so here in the U.S., I would imagine your recovery should have a B-Bar and an Enfuse. That's my routine. That's what I would do.
Nice.
I have my ATP beforehand, and then I have my B-Bar and Enfuse after working out.
Now, you're a good marketer, and I know you are because I've seen what you do, and I also know your success when you were a field. You built a pretty good organization.
I did, in 2 different companies.
Yeah. Tressa understands what you deal with every day when you're talking with people and you're trying to bring people into your organization. So let's talk a little bit about where people are emotionally when they're trying to find a solution for weight loss.
They're skeptical. They don't want to hear the sales hype and be led to believe, we've been bombarded with so many lies in advertising. And I hate to diss my own industry that way, but that's the truth. They have twisted alternative facts about what the truth is and what a product really does. That's why there's so many rules in product labeling, but still you can't really believe what the front of the box says. You have to read the nutrition contents on the back of foods. What's beautiful about the food choices in this for me is I don't have to read the boxes because I'm not buying boxes. I'm buying meat and vegetables. I'm not buying a bunch of processed food. I'm not putting junk into my body. I'm not putting chemicals and toxins into my body. I'm eating the real stuff. That's what we need to do with our bodies. That's just my personal bandwagon. Now, from the standpoint of somebody who you're talking to that's a prospect who may be interested in Metaswitch, they're frustrated, defeated, they're skeptical, and they want to have hope, but do they trust you enough to go there?
And this goes back to the training that we've done the last couple of weeks, which is get in there and remember step 1 of the 4 steps that we did last week. Get in there and help them experience the emotional pain of that desire, because we're going to build a bridge. On one side of the chasm is their pain over that they want to lose weight, they want to feel better. We've got to build that bridge over to where they trust what we have, and you've got this multi-pronged approach now with the Flex program. You need to help them do that. But first of all, get where they are emotionally about their pain and help them understand that. Go back to people who you've sold before, and that's part of what we're going to try to support you with, is going back to those people as well as new people, but let them know that you understand the pain, you understand the frustration. We've utilized science, as we always do at Max International.
Yes.
And we've gone back to, in fact, we've even gone back scientifically and looked at our own product and said, okay, how do we get this going? What I think is the greatest part of the new thing, actually it's all really powerful, but the guide was missing before. We absolutely didn't give you that. And I remember calls from the field where people were crying for it. What do I eat? How do I exercise? What are you telling me to do exactly? When do I take? And we've got that for you now. So I think, look at this with open eyes. It's not the same. It's a totally new program. It's a totally new product.
It's very exciting.
And I think it's going to rock for us because
it works. That's the bottom line is you will get results. Fit in 4 weeks is not a lie. You will have results in 4 weeks if you follow the program.
Yeah, you absolutely will. Anything else to bring to mind?
What I would just recommend, if you're going to have Metaswitch as part of the products that you want to sell regularly and you have clients using Metaswitch, follow up with them and be a support system for them. That's one of the hardest parts of sticking to a program, is the support system. And as the person selling them the product, you're the ideal person to follow up, because if you support them and they feel supported and they feel like they have someone they can go to with questions or answers, they will continue to use the product, they'll get results, and they'll buy it again.
And utilize your Facebook, utilize your Facebook groups to give that support. We got together, we did this, I've lost this, I've lost that. Share
exactly
those successes.
What I would do.
Talk quickly about where they watch for the social media assets that we're producing that are becoming available for you.
Our Max International LLC Facebook page and your Max International North America Facebook pages are two of the most active pages that we have with our associates. So you'll see we have placed simple ads. There's language that you can follow and use. It's even translated. We post in Spanish, English, and French. There are little memes that you can put up that are teasers about the results that you're going to get. Not so much about, hey, buy this product. It's, hey, be active, be healthy, be fit, be confident. You want to get those results. And so those are great little social media like pieces that you can use as teasers on your own social media and to help keep people motivated. And just like you said, Mike, I would absolutely, with your Metaswitch customers, set up a Facebook group and use that as your support system and a way for everyone to share their results and check in or ask questions. And use that phone in your hand as an amazing marketing tool. Taking a little video of yourself. Hey, I just finished the day 1 exercise. This is how I feel. And then, day 7, you post another video of yourself and you're like, wow, I just realized I slept really good this week. Whatever the differences are that you're feeling, when you share your personal experience, that shows people that you understand what they're going through, you understand what they're doing, and you've been there. So you'll be able to support them as well.
I want to talk about the value of the product and price, but before that, I'm excited. Trust you, you're awesome.
I love this stuff.
Remember that you've got to get in there, and people are going to buy solution. They're not going to buy a price. So
Yeah.
if you can get a relationship with your people so that they understand the solution that this represents and it works,
Mm-hmm.
it works as designed. This program works.
Absolutely.
People will lose weight. And so if you'll get there and recognize that they're buying from you a solution, not a product, because everybody likes to purchase,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody likes to be sold. So
Yes.
keep that in mind. Build those relationships. Do the things that Tressa just pointed out. Look for the support material that you're going to
Yep.
see through the Max International LLC
And in the
Facebook
virtual
page.
in the virtual office, you'll see a lot in there as well.
Yep, in there. Now let's go to price quickly.
Okay.
I did a couple quick searches. If I go to a couple other vendors, I won't say the names, but there's a lot of places. It's a crowded market. Weight
It
loss
is
is a crowded market.
very big market.
But it's a big market.
Huge.
And
Billions of dollars in this industry.
billions. It's not uncommon to spend $300 to $500 on a weight loss system or
Program.
a program or a membership or whatever you put together the exercise. You can do this at home. Our price is around 160 US, 170 US
Around there.
for the product, for the MetaSwitch
Yes.
products.
Yep.
So we're not out of line at all. In fact, we're probably the less expensive, but we actually work because you're going to buy your food anyway. That really doesn't count.
Yep.
You got to have something to eat. You can fill your life with McDonald's burgers, or you can fill your life with choices that come from this program.
Absolutely. There
So-
are some items for McDonald's that you can eat.
There
with
is
this.
one.
There are some suggestions for some fast food because we wanted to make it realistic where
Yeah.
you can actually live this as a lifestyle and not be on a diet that just restricts you for the rest of your life. This is a lifestyle. We're on the go.
Yep.
There are snack food choices. There are quick and easy things. There are even like little we call them cheat treats that you can choose if when you are having that sweet tooth craving and you need a little something. I'm a chocoholic. I definitely need it. There's no way I can survive without some little sweet thing. So we've tried to give you everything that you need to make it realistic to actually follow through and do so that you get the results without feeling just another level of disappointment and frustration and unsatisfaction, feeling like you're missing out on a lot.
And that's well said. You're awesome. And the thing to remember, if I can, in confidence, with integrity, speak to my associates and my customers, knowing their interest, wanting to provide a solution for them, building that bridge, and putting them on this product, and I'd love to have them on a couple other Max products, because as you shred that fat, as you get your diet turned around and that fat is going away, you're going to produce toxins. So you need to be getting that out. You've got the B bar to help your digestion work as it should, but you also need to be getting the toxins out of the body as only glutathione can do.
Absolutely.
And Switch has ribosine in it, and Max 1 is a little bump of ribosine, and so is Celgevity, and of course ATP and Infuse. It's just great. So I think we can create a movement in health and fitness and well-being and feeling good and overcoming that doesn't exist now, because we know after 10 years of experience that our science is valid.
Our science rocks.
It's the best.
It does.
And we know,
it's amazing.
And we know that this diet, you will lose weight. And we know that if you do it, I'll put all that together. That's why it's a flexible program. You put all of that together. You help people see that. And then make sure, as Tressa's pointed out, make sure that you're recording that with each other, that you're getting those Facebooks. In my research about the price of programs that's out there, I asked the question, what's a good weight loss? If you can lose 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week, then it's the best program.
It absolutely works. Follow the program and you will have results.
And so it's exciting to have this. It's a new piece in a huge market. Yes, it's crowded, but nobody's got the science. Once again, Max, science, stay there. We stayed there. That's why we went back to the drawing board and made it better. And that's what you've got there. So any final follow-up? It was released in Puerto Rico last Saturday morning.
Yes.
It's available now. You can order it. You can call customer care. They'll help you get on it.
Yep, it's in the virtual office in your shopping cart. There are a couple of different packs. Let's just talk really briefly about it. There are we have your personal, professional, and premier packs for enrollment packs, but there's 2 packs that you want to think about. First is your starter kit pack that includes the printed guide and your first month's supply. And then you want to make sure that you get the next pack on auto ship, so your customers are getting their Metaswitch products every single month, and there's never a doubt that that's there. But those packs don't have the printed guide because you don't need it. You only need it printed once.
And by doing the auto ship, you keep dialed into our support system that's going to feed you the videos, it's going to feed you the exercise routines, it's going to help you there. So
every 2 weeks after that first 4 weeks, you get new content with new exercises, new food choices, new recipes.
So how long do I want to talk to somebody about being involved in the program?
It's a 90-day program. Now, for everybody, they may lose what they need to in that first 4 weeks, and then it's just kind of basic maintenance is what they need to do for the rest of their life. Or they may need to do the 90-day program several times to lose everything, depending on where they're starting from, and then get into the maintenance side of.
Or I could use the 90, get where I want to be, then come back in a month or 2 and hit the 90 again.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that can work.
This first 4 weeks of what's in the Getting Started Weight Loss Guide is where you're going to shed the most.
Yeah.
Now,
of course. Once
your food choices open up a little bit more as you've lost the fat that you need to lose, and you just get into a lifestyle maintenance. So if you really want to shred, you kind of stick with the first 4 weeks for a while, and that's okay too.
Well,
it's flexible. That's
happy 10th anniversary, everybody.
Yes, happy 10th anniversary, Max.
This is a new piece, and I think we can really make some noise out there.
Very
because
exciting.
It's going to work. We know it's going to work, and we're excited. Tressa, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to come share.
You're a good interview. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. Keep plugging along, and we'll talk to you in 7 days. Good night.
Farewell.